to a bit of a different kind of video. This one I'm going to be covering how to properly smoke and flash, like into rooms. So I'm going to carry smoke and stun on this recruit, and why not go with this one? Now I'm playing in a custom lobby where I won't have to deal with other players because I'd rather not try and show you guys this with, you know, two teammates backing me and just flashing them and stuff, but there's a lobby that I set up just so that I could get in and do this sort of stuff fast. Okay. Now I'm gonna go into the master bedroom because if you've played the game you know where the hostage would be, even if they're not in there. But the hostage would be out here. Usually you have people here watching, even over here. So, I mean, with the hostage being directly here, you can come in and you'll be pretty well, you have 3 areas that you can just get took from, but if you bounce them like that, that cuts off the one. Let me see if I can do this right the first time. Nope. Actually, that's not a bad one because that blocks there, and then you can do that, and then toss in a stun behind them because they can't see them go off, grab hostage, and then duck back out before your smokes dissipate, and you won't actually have to worry about it. But let me set up a longer match this way that I can actually show you what's going on with this. But basically what you're going to be dealing with is, I've seen a lot of people in a lot of games be killed because they didn't stun, like they didn't toss a flash grenade in right, or they didn't toss in a stun grenade properly, and couldn't actually blind out or cut line of sight between them and the enemy. I'll be the first to tell you, I don't really carry smokes too frequently, but I've started carrying them more often playing as the recruits. Because I have a buddy that plays with me. So he carries breaches, I'll carry these stuns and flashes. And we can just go at it from there. Let's see if I can find the containment, because I can use the containment as if it were a hostage situation. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm just trying to kind of cover this because I know I've seen a lot of people just get smacked around because they didn't know what they were doing. Okay. Now this one's got a couple common spots. One spot's like back here in this corner, like up against this. It's a sit. One is actually to board this up and shoot through the wall. And then there's another one which is like proning out in this grass. Okay. So now that I've covered that, I mean, if you've played long enough, you know, camera there. Camera there. But, okay. So there's a spot here, a spot there, and a spot there. Now, in order to do this one, you're going to smoke, but you don't want to peek out too far because especially if this door was like busted out and there's enemies obviously inside. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull the flash, get it out first, and as soon as it goes off, roll that in. Now what that'll do is that covers you from being able to move up here without getting shot from this spot. They can't see you when they come out of that. So as soon as you toss this smoke, I'm going to wait until it dissipates this way that you can see about what it was. So yeah, he covered from like there to there. He still had a small bit of vision there because I didn't throw it far enough in. But for moving up and covering from right here, he'd have to still push all the way out. Now, when you toss that, if you have a friend to toss your next stun, he's going to want to cover behind you and toss that. Because what that does is it rolls out right there. You saw where it hit. It'll blind the one there and the one there. Then you step forward. And that covers your doorway. you can see right there if they break it down to actually come out at you. Now, a stunt that I like is this one, because it lands right up on that ledge right there, and it'll blind the person in the back there without them even getting an indicator. And then next, you can actually angle it up, if I'm doing this right, Jesus. Nope, damn it. There's a way you can angle it and hit that right there, but I fucked that up. But, if you can angle it up and hit this part up here, like you might have to step forward because I hit the door frame, it'll roll down to like right here and blind him. Even if he's right here, you still won't be able to see through the smoke. But yeah, I'm trying to not secure it because I wanted to kind of cover this. But yeah, like getting a smoke that'll cover this, like if you know the radius for smokes, like if I put a smoke down here, it's going to cover out to about here and about like here. So I mean they have a huge radius. Let me widen this out this way you can actually see what's up. But they have a really big radius, but you actually have to get in there and properly use them. And you can use them to cut off, and like if I'd have thrown that one better, you could actually throw the 3 smokes in, like one here, one there, and move actually through the entire site. So, but yeah, this is just kind of me running over some of the smokes that you can do. Like, I'm gonna play as a defender next, and I'll just cover the, I'll cover a couple spots that you should always smoke out. And then I'll probably nitro cell myself, that way it's just kind of quicker. So I'll play as Pulse. Okay. Figured I'd pick a different spot, this way you can actually see what's going on. Now, I'm not going to cover all the spots that have common plays in them. But, essentially, I'm just going to cover a couple spots. Like, if you were to come in here, let's say you spawned out here. Like over there, or over there. And you were coming in through these windows. Typically, you have a player here, watching usually like this. There's usually another player backing him watching those doors from right here with like an assault rifle, or well, an SMG. One here, because just in case those two go dark, he can actually shoot through this wall right here. Because if he hears gunshots behind him, he can just be like, and wipe out anybody on the team. You get a common spot chilling right around here. And right here. Now I know you can't cover all those with smokes, but I like taking out this window right here. Because when you jump in, go here. When you start climbing up here, you'll creep over here. And you can bust out the bottom section of the window and roll in a smoke or a flash. If there's a dude chilling here, when you bust that, he's gonna peek up. But I recommend, if I'm gonna do that, I play as Ash, because you can bust out this window with a with one of her breaching rounds, and then toss a flash in here from the ground. If you have a teammate that can do that well enough, he can actually blind the person sitting here by getting a flash around this area. Then you can bust that out, and if there's somebody there, kill them, roll another flash in, come in with your back to them. I'm gonna nitro cell. Boom. But come in with your back to them, so that when the flash, like right as the flash goes off, you jump in and turn. Because the flash won't blind you if you're facing away. And if you start like practicing with your smokes and flashes, they start working a lot better for you. Like I can usually score, like even with frag grenades anymore, I can score usually about a kill, maybe 2 per match, because usually people will run. But then again, you sometimes get those people that are like, oh no, it'll just roll past me, it's fine. Same thing with smokes, or with your flashes. Sometimes people will run from them or turn away. But other times people will just be like, what's that thing on the floor? I've fucking done that before, where I'm just chilling, you know, hanging out, minding my own business, and then I see something roll into the doorway, I'm like, what's this? And so I go to check it out, and then I'm just like, I'm blind all of a sudden. Well, looks like I get to show this off. I just wanted to show it off as Ash. Damn it. I didn't remember which spawn put me closer. I actually think Cliffside was the one I wanted. Oh well. Now. Alright. Okay. Now let's go see if we can find where that thing busted out at. I want to say it landed roughly there. Okay. But if it landed there, you could always, like I said, just punch and unload. Because if you can see feet, like if you break out the bottom one and you see feet, just start spraying. But if you're coming in through this window, I recommend something like that. Because that cuts off that spot, and then you can peek here because you can still see through it. Or, I mean, because that's pre-shooting. If you cut a corner like that, like let's say you know there's somebody like right here, in that little corner spot that I was showing you. Like, let's say you know there's somebody right here. But they've reinforced that wall so you can't get to them. So you check this side and make sure nobody's there. Maybe you roll a smoke in so that the enemies can't see you on the other side of the room, like that. And then you just, you pull up and you're just like, okay, so I know he was there. And I would fucking shoot that you would own his face right there. I mean, he'd be mad because you just shot him blindly. But you can also, oh, I didn't punch the hole big enough. Oh. I blame the fact that I'm not using a shotgun. Shotguns you can take out those little supports, but you can always, like, if you do the hole big enough like that, you can flash through holes in the wall, which will let you actually like get in. But yeah, I recommend like taking a buddy if you got a friend. You do a buddy system and going into like a private lobby, picking your favorite spots to sit in, and trying to flash them out, like learning how to do that. Because it'll do a lot for you. Learning how to like do flashes like that will change how you play the game, because instead of you going into a room completely open, you can go into a room and cut off like 90% of the enemies if you know where they already are. Like if you use a drone and spot them, then you can actually go up and just like smoke and flash out an entire enemy team. But that's enough of me rambling on about smokes and flashes. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, found it helpful, drop me a like, subscribe, all that goodness. I think that's about it. Alright, well, I'll catch you guys in the next video where I'll probably be talking about why recruits are better than most operators. So, I'll catch you then. Peace.